Hello, YouTube friends and family. So, it's been a while since we've had our little chit chats and stuff like that. Right now, it's a cloudy and gloomy day outside in Virginia. That's your weather report. No rain as of yet. So I'm letting my ferrets jump around the apartment and ruin it, as always, right now. And I thought I would come on here and chit chat with you guys. I do Facebook Lives if any of you guys would like to come to them. I know I don't come on here a lot, and I don't do a lot of lives, period. But she's trying to knock my stuff over here. But that's because, things get in the way, things happen, But today is just not a very interesting day. I haven't had a very interesting day in a very long time. Well, besides the last video that I like to have got my tongue burned off by a flaming hot Cheeto. Sorry. But anyway, let's just say that stop fighting kitties. Let's just say that, when I said we was going to go on a baby making journey together, everyone, baby making journey is almost, I feel like, impossible for me. Like, I got pregnant one time and it was unsuccessful, heartbreaking, it hurt, you know. But anyway, we have been trying. The only thing is that I cannot get pregnant taking Ozempic. And honestly, Ozempic has not really did anything for me. I think it has slowly took away my appetite because when I eat, like yesterday, but I'm getting ready to be on Annie. And Annie for me is my menstrual cycle. I've always called it Annie because, Annie the orphan's got red hair and your cycle is red. That's just a little, I don't know if anybody else calls it that, but that's what I call it. To be a little bit clean about it. But taking Ozempic is not a very good pregnancy pill or whatever, insulin shot, whatever you call them. So that's that. So I'm debating whether to stop Ozempic because, for one, I'm 35, okay? And I know a lot of people say, yeah, you got plenty of time. No, I really don't have plenty of time to pop these babies out. Like, my sister's 30, she's 34 now, and her child is 10. So, I'm older than her, and I have one ovary. And I've heard people that have one ovary go into menopause a lot faster than someone with two, so, oh me, oh my. But anyway, that's that story. So I'm kind of giving up hope. Like, I'm really just enjoying just being my boring little self, and I'm not really boring. I'm kind of a mess. Y'all know that song, I'm a mess, I'm whatever it says. That's me. The mess part is me. I'm a mess. So, hold on. I gotta figure a way for this thing to sit up here so you guys can see the queen. There. Okay, so yeah, so the baby making time is not coming so soon. It's not doing its thing. But I have applied at some jobs because YouTube isn't paying me. And I'm not getting subscribers or the views that, like everybody. I don't, I know why, because I'm not consistent with my videos and stuff. And I'm not a big liar and stuff like that, I don't like to tell big fat lies, and I don't like big fat drama queens, and quit. I just don't like that. And I'm not talking about weight size, so don't go there with it, because we all know that this queen is plenty hefty. We're talking about, I don't like a lot of chaotic crap on my channel, People can be harsh, and they can be butt faces, and all that mess. But yeah, but like I said, I'm trying to get a job, in the real world. I am not one that likes to run a cash register. I don't like doing that. I'd a whole lot rather be on the other side where somebody else is cashiering. But I'll tell you this, I can go to the store and ring myself up and I'm just fine. But ringing someone else up and having to count their change out to them, so it really is nerve-wracking to me. It makes me nervous. The people make me nervous. But I'm willing to do it. I think I'm a little better than I used to be. A lot of people don't have their confidence in me, but I think that I could do it, My credit check came back. But they haven't called me yet. It just came back last night. So hopefully everything with that went good. I don't know how he feels about it, but anyway. I know it's just... But yeah, that's that with that one. So I also wanted to talk about engagement with each other, which means like checking on one another and making sure everyone is okay and stuff like that. Because I know I have a couple friends that feel that nobody cares about them, and I can understand that because I have felt that way too. But unfortunately, I don't have a mom and I don't have a dad anymore. My sister's still here in the world, and my little nephew, and I have some cousins, and I have, but it's it's not. I mean, they love me. Like, I know they love me, and they show they care a lot. It's just sometimes I feel that way. I guess because I chose to move away, so that's my own problem. But let me tell you, and I'm speaking on this person's behalf. And this person knows who she is. I'm pretty sure she knows. And I'm not going to mention her name because I'm not calling no one out. I know how it feels to be sick and feel like nobody cares for you. No matter how much money you give somebody, no matter how much of that you give them. Money is not, it helps, but they want your time. They want you to call them and say, hey, how are you doing? Can I cry with you? Can you hold me? Can you love me? Come on. My cat wants to have a little bit of my ice, and that's not happening. Come on. But it's nothing more important than letting someone know that you were there for them. And I'm bad about it. I'm really bad about checking on people. And I guess because I'm so used to being alone, and I'm so used to saying it's okay and I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. Okay? But in reality, some people can't take that. Some people cannot take that that being alone, and they feel like this is the end for them. This is how they're going to die. This is how they're meant to go, alone. And that's not necessarily true. If y'all hear things in the background, it's my ferrets and my cats, and they like to, get one another, like to fight with each other. They do fight. But anyway, my message is to check on the ones that you love, and even the ones you don't care about. Okay, maybe you and a loved one fell out years ago, and I should talk. I mean, sometimes it'd be nice if you would just check on them. Okay. Uh, I have a friend, and they tell me multiple times a day that they have nobody, that nobody, pays attention to them. But as soon as I text them, they don't respond, or they leave me on red for like hours. And to me, that person is not really lonely, or they have their pick and choose of who they text. And that's not fair. That's not fair. You're going to tell me that you're lonely, and if I message you, and this is not about the person that, I was talking about earlier. It's about somebody else. Somebody else that's not on my YouTube channel and probably could care less if I'm even existing. But anyway. But they always be telling me that they're lonely. If you're lonely and as soon as someone texts you, you'll answer it. But because I'll see them look at the message, and then it'll go 2 or 3 days and no message back, nothing. You're not lonely. You're not lonely. No. So another message would be, if you keep getting that same response, that same no message back, your best bet is to leave them alone. And I should take my own advice. Leave them alone, let them figure out their own demons, and they'll come around when they need you. See, and that's not fair either. You only come around when you are needed. They need you for a certain part in their life because you benefit that part of their life. Whether it be a relationship thing of you're with someone and the only time they know how to message you is when they want that certain freaky side to come out of you. Yeah, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Um, but sometimes some people are so lonely. They will keep going back to that person, and I don't know if they're lonely or they just like that person. But in my case, it would be I just like that person. It's not loneliness. I mean, I can talk to whoever I want to. I have thousands of people on TikTok, and I have thousands of people on YouTube that I can talk to. But if I choose to talk to you and then you choose to ignore me, well, that's your problem, buddy. And when I finally just say, forget it, I'm going to forget you. I mean, I have not talked to my friend. I had a friend for close to 20 years, and I have not talked to her in 2 years because of a certain incident. So when I say I can cut you off, I can cut you off. I don't like to, but it has to happen for me to heal. I don't hate them. I wish them good luck, but I don't want nothing to do with them because really they were a toxic part of my life. So if somebody is toxic in your life, let them go. As Medea says, let them go. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to get deep in your feelings every day. If you are like me and do not have a regular paid job or something you do, and you sit here like I do, you get in your head, and you don't have anyone to talk to. And you talk to yourself and you say, Maybe I'll let y'all look at this. I don't know if y'all even like that. But you say, like, you are, okay, you put your heart in your feelings. You leave your heart on your sleeve. And every time you do, somebody comes and they rip it off your shoulder and stomp it. And it happens every time. It's not just sometimes, it's all the time. And if that happens, sorry guys, and if that's happening to you, you are your own worst enemy. Because, and I would say I'm my own worst enemy. And I honestly think it's because, like, when I get involved with someone, I just don't want them to think I want them for one thing. You know what I'm saying? Or, I need them. It's not I need you. I want you to be there. But when I finally figure out that you don't want to be there because you want to be there, I'm going to tell you, it hurts like hell. But eventually I'll get over it and I'll move on. It takes me a long time, but I do. And that's what you have, people that are lonely. And could you imagine how the people that lost a spouse and their children have left the home, or they will be in the same boat with someone that is in a nursing home? And these people in a nursing home, and people that don't have children at home anymore, a husband or a wife, they're very lonely people. You could catch them in a very bad day and have an attitude. That's because they're lonely. They are lonely and they don't have anything else to do. And they feel like their life is not going to matter at that point. But that's not true. I have been in stores and seen people that, what I'm saying, that you wouldn't think that would cheer you up, and they're much older folks, and they can make me smile better than a good-looking man with a beard, because all they have to do is talk to you, you know. Um, and I just feel that people that have parents in a nursing home, I know nursing homes are needed. They are. But do you realize when you put them there that you don't know what's going on with them? That you really do not know what they're doing to your mom or dad or aunt or uncle. You don't know what they're doing to them. I mean, not saying they are, but they could be. And I remember my granny was home when I don't think she had dementia. I think she was headed on dementia, but I don't think she was full blown dementia when she died. Because she knew who I was and she knew everybody. I don't think she had dementia. Nobody had explained to me what she really had. I know she had a blockage to her brain, and they couldn't do surgery because she was too weak to have it. Um, but my granny was actually home and still, she loved so much. So she was so sweet, such a sweet person. Now I'm gonna tell you, she could get rough with you. Okay, if you can give her a cigarette, she gets you. But later on, she quit smoking off and on all the time. But the thing with the story is that leaving someone that you don't rightfully know with someone you care about is wrong, because they can abuse that person. They can abuse that person, and your loved one can live a very, 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 very miserable rest of their little life. And that is why I told my husband that when I left my mom and them, that I would never abandon my family and I wouldn't do it. I mean, yeah, I know what it says in the Bible that, once you get married, you take your husband's hand, you leave your other life elsewhere. I know that. But that does not mean you have to ignore your people, okay? I'm gonna tell you, I have been involved with so many guys and I have hurt so many of my family members over these men, and it's just not right. And it's not the things I say, it's my actions. Like if they needed something, I was right up under their butt. But if my family was always I always put them first too. So I've always been torn in between two separate things. Either I was torn between two separate friends, or I was torn between family and husband. My mom and dad loved my husband. Don't get me wrong, they did, and he loved them dearly. Uh, but like I had to be home most of the time. But I told him, I said, if my mom or my daddy or my sister, my nephew, anyone need me, you gotta understand that I'm gonna be there. My Hold on. In other words, I love you, but I mean, in other words, I wanted him to decide to move back home because that's where we would have been happier. I knew that, he knew that. But at the time, this place right here was what we settled on, and I do love it here. I mean, I like having my own place. I like having my own sound mind and being able to be who I am instead of, tiptoe around people and people calling me crazy for thinking the way I think and stuff like that. I mean, I second guess myself all the time. I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to feel the way I feel and not be told that my feelings are invalid. Okay? Um, you can tell me you care about me and stuff like that, but your actions speak louder than your words. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me that all day long. And I'm not going to say that me and Philip haven't went around. We have. But like I said, you have to be willing to go through the motions in marriage, and that's all it is right there. That's it. I'm running my trap, I know. I don't know when this video will get out to you guys because my internet's so slow. Hopefully tonight, maybe I can go and sit at my husband's work and upload it, and you guys can comment and stuff like that. I know it's going to take you guys some time to come back to my channel and stuff. We need to rename my channel, and I'll tell you why. Because I think my name on my channel is so long and it's so rare. Ain't nobody going to look for Tabby Lou and Tabby Lou's sense of humor. Nobody's gonna look for that. So I wanted to come up with something that's a happy medium. I do love the Lord, okay? I love God and everything, and you might recognize my name on TikTok's God's Wonder Woman, and I love that saying. It's you know, but I don't need everybody coming to my channel with their well, you're a Bible thumper, blah blah blah. No, honestly, I don't. I don't even go to church. But I know what I believe, you know, and I know that in my heart, and I don't know a lot of Bible verses. Okay, you do not have to go to church to love God. Okay, it might be nice to know the word. That'd be nice. And I have been to churches. I have. And there's some really, really nice people up in there. But there are also some people up in there that just will make you want to break your teeth off. But anyway, but we're going to have to come up with a name for my channel. Something that will be catchy so I can get more subscribers. So you guys can get more entertainment out of me. So we can figure out what I need to do. I've thought about doing a segment where I do like dancing aerobics, or just dance to lose weight. You ever heard that show called Dance Your Ass Off? Well, maybe I can dance some of this ass off. I can't dance, but it does not matter if you have rhythm. Just move your ask. I said ask, so you know what I mean. Just move your booty, and you should see some of that shaky shake sugar come off your butt. My cats and ferrets are they're really doing things over there. That's my teddy bear over there. That's my very first teddy bear that my husband got me. That was one of my kittens that just jumped over the camera. But yeah, I know I look dead in this right here, but I don't have any makeup on, and that's what it looks like. But me and Philip are we're also trying to go back on our diet again, like we did last year. I need to lose at least 35 pounds to get, well, I'm weighing exactly right now like 248. So I want to lose 35 pounds. I was actually down to 228 before I went to that nutritionist. But the nutritionist wasn't wrong, okay? Like I was starving myself, and when I started eating again, like when I didn't starve myself like food, I wasn't feeding. My ferret likes to bite my leg, and I can't have things bite my legs because I have diabetes. I don't know why he wants to jump up here and bite me all the time, but he's got to quit that, because I might have to just give him away, because I can't. He is terrible about that. He's the younger one, and he'll bite you and stuff like that. He is so mean. I remember when I first got him, he bit me right on my lip. Probably just seen him just now. I'm not getting rid of him. I'm not Chantel. I'm not getting rid of him. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I think I was talking about losing weight. Yeah. But I was explaining. Sorry. Lost train of mind. Yeah. Lost my thought. I was saying that I didn't really, this is how I would eat. I would wake up in the morning for my diet. This is what we would do last year. We would eat, I would only eat one sandwich, and I would drink my water, and I'd take my medicine. Then after that, I wouldn't eat all day long till 12 o'clock at night. That is way too less calories. That's not enough. And I knew that. So that means I wasn't eating enough carbs. You got to have a certain amount of carbs in your body. But because I'm a diabetic, let me tell you what I've come up with. My body is depleted of vitamins. Like, I have to take vitamins a lot. So what I'm thinking about doing, and I know you guys, I need your opinion, because I've never had a problem with having to take vitamins and losing blood. So this is what I'm thinking. Because every time I eat something like sugar-free or something like this, and I'm not trying to be disgusting, but some of you may be like this too. I get the runs, and the runs is poo, okay? And I have to go to the bathroom, and my stomach will cramp. And I know that happens to people that do sugar-free stuff all the time. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe keeping the sugar, the normal sugar, like like, instead of eating chocolate, do an alternative to chocolate. Because I love chocolate. Dark chocolate's better than milk chocolate, but God, I don't really like dark chocolate. But anything in moderation is okay. But the problem with me in moderation is that I say I'm going to have a little bit of it and I overdo it. I cannot have moderation in my house. I'm not one of those. I'm sure y'all see my cat attacking my curtain. I'm not one of those binge eaters. I'm not a binge monster. But I will say that, and I'm not throwing shade at people that do have binge disorder, okay? I know that's a real thing. I don't have it. I'm just a fatty poo, okay? I like to eat. I'm just gonna say it. I like to eat. Um, um, but anyway, I just think that it'd be great if I could just eat my sugars in moderation, okay? That's the key. And the reasoning for it is because, like I said, sugar free stuff, the artificial sugars, they take and they give me the bubble guts, they call it. And they make me go to the bathroom. Like, if I go in a store after eating something, like, I have to go to the bathroom anyway. I don't even know. I've heard of people having Crohn's, and I don't even know if that's, like, I would think they would know if I had Crohn's. I mean, they did every test there is. I'm sure they tested me for that too. But I am saying that I think it's just best if I just use regular sugar in moderation, and if I can, have no sugar at all. Because, like I said, and then what's happening is that I eat the uh, the substitute sugar, and I got to go to the bathroom, and I end up pooing out all my vitamins in my body. Because, I mean, when I go, I'm not trying to be disgusting, but it's water. It's not a hard candy bar. It's a soft pudding. I'm so sorry. But that's what it is. And so I'm figuring out maybe I need more, what is it, fiber to plump it up and to keep my vitamins in my body. Yeah. And I might feel better and I may not be so pale. Like when I was younger, I used to have a little color to my skin. I don't have any color to my skin anymore. I look like my walls white, okay? And I mean, I'm starting to blend in. So if you ever get to come to my house, you might not see me. You might just see dark hair and a little bit of blue eyes sitting out. And my lips are even turning just pure white because I don't take care of myself. Guys, you got to take care of your body. Okay? Fatty. I'm fatty. And I know this. I might call myself Fatty Patty Cakes. I don't know. I'm not a patty, though. That's not my name. Nope, I'm not telling y'all my nickname. And I swear, if my cousin's husband comes on here and tells you guys he don't live that far from me, there's gonna be problems. And I'm supposed to see them this weekend. Also, I wanted to say happy birthday to my little cousin, Stephanie. Happy birthday to you. Um, I don't know if you watch, but if you do, I want to say that to you. And that is all I have to say for this segment of Tabby Lou and hubby Philly Dilly Austin. Also, again, my husband's name is not Austin. It is Philip. Billy. Billy Lily. But anyway, I will talk to y'all in the next one. Remember to take care of your body, because if you don't take care of it, it can't take care of your legs when you move it around. Bye.